Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Quick Tip Tuesday. My name is Kevin McKellar, your host of the Upgrade My Rituals podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a gander, if you will. Today's quick tip is going to be talking a little bit about the abbreviated routine. So there is all different routines that we have built in through ritual design, through the night routine, afternoon routines, even, custom routines, whatever it is. The abbreviated routine is really important. And the reason why I've been thinking about this recently is because I've been thinking about, first of all, I hear it all the time from a lot of people. Well, yeah, it's great. Like, that's awesome that you get to do that. But I just don't have time. I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have to be in the office at 6:30, And it's like, yeah, that sucks. I don't envy you at all. But the importance of doing something, anything at all, in the specific times that are most stressful. Now, I have made another video called the Bookend Process, and that is where we kind of bookend the most stressful parts of the day. So if you can only start implementing 2 of the major 4 routines within ritual design, you want to bookend the most obviously stressful part of your day, whether it's when you get home or even when it's at work, whatever it is. So in this case, you don't want to not be able to implement something because you just don't have the time, or it's just super early or super late, whatever your situation is contextually. So the abbreviated routine is really important. I'm going to give you an example of mine. And first, really, the reason why I've been thinking about this is because of the fact that besides people tell me I don't have time, I've been thinking with my day job, there is nothing set in stone at all as far as a promotion at all, not even close, because the fact that there's just a lot of things that would have to happen in the grand scheme of the company. But the seed has been planted in my mind, like, oh, that would be cool if I can do that. And whatever that is, which I'm not going to get into right now, what that would entail would have to be me doing a much more rigorous commute, like every couple of weeks or so, whatever. That would also entail where I would, like I said earlier, have to leave really, really early. So every couple of weeks or whatever the specific, every month or whatever it is, I'd have to implement an abbreviated routine. So here is mine, because I also used to have this as well. So my morning routine is really fairly intense. I have a lot of stuff that I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that I do with my morning routine. Anywhere from, little things like a cold shower or a little breathing exercises, or bigger things like getting my workday started or getting my walking ollie or whatever it is. My abbreviated routine encompasses as many different areas as I can, but it only takes like 10 minutes. And what I do is basically the first thing I do when I wake up is I take a walk. Now, while I'm walking outside, and sometimes even if it's cold, it's even better because it wakes you up, right? What I do in my walk is I fill up a bottle of water and I try to drink as much as I can through that walk. So not only am I, rehydrating from the night's sleep, I'll throw some lemon in there to alkalize. Now, this is part of my regular routine too, but in the walk, I'm doing a couple things. I'm breathing. I'm doing some really intricate type of breathing stuff with my steps and doing some tapping and finger stuff to kind of get in state, if you will. This is a big Tony Robbins thing, getting in just a mindset, right? And saying, okay, I'm just clearing my mind. So, and at the same time, while I'm breathing and I'm drinking, I am also trying to do a faux meditation session. And this is basically not me sitting down and going through a 10 or 20 minute meditation, but this is me just trying to clear my mind. So at the same time, when we sleep and we have hundreds if not, I think we have a whole bunch of dreams. I don't even know. Or maybe we have 1 or 2, the ones I remember. I'm not a dream expert or a sleep expert, but what I do know is that, I know we have some dreams, right? And I know that even if you don't remember them, they're kind of sitting back here. So the first thing when you wake up, try to clear your mind. Just try to walk and focus on, what you need to do that day. And then at the same time, try to not focus on anything and just, take in what you're experiencing, the nature, the road, or whatever it is, and just kind of try to get to that, zero state, whatever it is. So what's happening with this is it takes 10 minutes, and I'm achieving a bunch of things that I would have done in my regular routine. I am getting my blood pumping. I'm walking. I'm moving, right? I'm drinking. I'm rehydrating. I'm breathing, so I'm oxygenating my body, and I'm trying to clear my mind. So that is already would have taken usually, a good probably half an hour. But I'm truncating it all in the same time, in 10 minutes, right? Now, what I won't be able to do is I won't be able to sit down and read for 15 minutes. I won't be able to necessarily maybe write in my journal. Sometimes I try to squeeze that in, but bare bones, 10 minutes, you're still getting a good start to the day. Here's the biggest part of this, because I'm kind of going all over the place, but here's the biggest part of the abbreviated routine for you, whatever it may be, is that especially in the morning or at night, you are focusing on yourself. The very first thing you do when you wake up, you are investing in yourself before you're hitting the demands that are going to come your way from everybody else. Your family, your boss, your kids, your dog, your mom, your dad, whatever it is. That is hugely important. That is just, it's so powerful. And you don't realize it until like 3 or 4 weeks in. You're like, I feel good, because you know what? Down later in the day, you're just swamped and you're really like just, you can think back to the fact that, well, you know what? If today, the whole rest of the day was a waste, I still spent a few minutes on myself. I still was a little bit active today. I took a brisk walk. I did all these things. And I'm telling you, that pays dividends in the end. So my question to you today is the ultimate question. What is your abbreviated routine, and or have you ever implemented an abbreviated routine? Second follow-up question is, if you haven't, what would be in your abbreviated routine? What's the few things that mean the most, and at the same time, you can kind of truncate in doing them all together at once so you can save time? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this made sense. I hope you're able to implement this if you need be. If you don't, if you were blessed with a wonderful schedule like myself, and you could do a full-on routine, whatever you need to do, then more power to you. But like I said, you may be traveling. You may be doing something that you may need an abbreviated routine. Put that into place and tell me what you think. Guys, thank you so much for listening and watching to the Upgrade My Rituals podcast. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so and leave me a review. Tell me what you think of the show. I'd love to hear it. And I will see you next time on the Upgrade My Rituals podcast.